Okay, so I told you guys I was gonna be back with the same look that I had in my previous video because I'm making 2 videos, shit, maybe even 3 in one day because I'm just feeling it today. I'm feeling very inspired and inclined to just push out a lot of content. Oh, fuck. So, got a legal pad here. I wrote down a few notes, 2 lines to be exact. This video is going to be about fucking retail. We're gonna talk about the shitty experiences of retail. I don't know necessarily what comes over certain people's minds when they go into clothing stores or restaurants or just any kind of establishment where there is someone there giving you a service or helping you. Keep in mind of the word helping. Helping your ass who doesn't know how to dress, doesn't know where certain things are, is asking for a price when there's a fucking tag sitting right there. I don't know, it's just a lot, it's just a lot. And I always question myself. I was like, when I worked at Topshop, so my first retail job was Topshop, and I would always I was like, what, 20 years old? No, 21, 22. I had just gotten my shit back together, and I was like, I need a little extra, because whether you guys want to believe it or not every influencer has a plethora of money or fucking brand deals that just pay them so well that they can't work, you know? That's another thing that I'm gonna get into a little later on, because I'm working on something that is like more of like the behind the scenes of like an influencer, or like, you know, just some other shit like that, but that's coming soon. When I would work at Topshop, that's really when I learned about people, how they act and how they treat people when, you know, no one's looking, and when they feel like they kind of have the upper hand. That was something that kind of really set it off for me the other day when I had tweeted. I was just like, it's not like I felt like I was above working retail, because I'm not above anything at all. It's not that I felt like I was above working it. It's just like I felt like the people who would come into the stores and talk to me and engage with me and demand things from me just felt like they were superior for some reason. And it's just like, why? I don't know. Let me just go ahead and get into these 2 points that I managed to write down on this page. I just feel like everything else is just gonna flow kind of naturally. Let's just start at the root of it all. It's not the customers, like, you know, because at the end of the day, this is a job. I don't really expect much from strangers. I'm just doing my job. Like, until you like start demanding things that are like, bitch, like, I'm not about to go run to Starbucks while you're trying on your clothes, like, to get you a drink. I'm not your fucking maid. Like, are you crazy? So it's just like little things like that. Like, it's never like the customers, unless you get like a real fucking asshole. Like, you know, it's just like they clearly had a bad day and they're coming in and they're taking it out on you because they can't take it out on anybody else, because nobody else will take that shit from them, but they expect you to take it from them because you're below them because you're working retail. That's the type of bitch I want to fight. And that's the type of bitch I would take a lanyard off over. I had never been tried like that to that point. But you know, you get those customers that are just like,
I'll go elsewhere. I'm just,
it's just like, okay, like you're not taking money out of my pocket, sweetheart. What's really the problem is like when you're in like the behind the scenes, like the managers and like the whatever tiers that they have in their companies. Like, I remember one time when I was working in that Topshop, I had a hating ass manager. Like, she fucking hated me, and I'm just like, why did you hire me if you hated me so much? So basically at Topshop, you have like this 3-month like grace period, I guess, like where they're like, well, we don't know if we want to keep you or not, so you're just gonna work here for 3 months, you're temporary, and then we'll decide at the end of the 3 months. I'm pretty sure a lot of retail places do that, which I think is kind of like fucked up, because I'm sitting here giving you guys 3 months of my time and I'm doing a pretty good job. And for me, this is what happened to me. Like, I was doing a very good job. I was always on time. I would never call out like that. I think I called out like once because I was actually sick. But you can do all this great stuff. You can be amazing, but they can just, you know, if one bitch doesn't like you,
you're just you wore the wrong color black today, and it's just really not up to our Topshop tier, so you gotta go.
Type shit. So this bitch really fucking had it out for me, and I was not about to let her fire me. Like, I was really not. Like, I was not. I was just like, are you kidding me? The day she came up to me, she was like,
Yeah, you know, it's been the 60 days or 90 days, and I just, I'm not really quite sure if we're gonna keep you, Kim. Yeah.
Could you tell me why?
It's just you took a photo in the dressing room one day of yourself, and it just makes me question if you take this job seriously.
meanwhile, go to her page, fucking ass out in the dressing room, fucking workflow, fucking in the mirror, bitch. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, you're kidding me, right? Like, no, let me speak to Bob. And that was actually his name, but let me speak to him. Like, let me talk to somebody else, because you're fucking trying me, bitch. Because I've been here for 3 fucking months, doing a great ass job, and you're gonna fire me because I took a selfie in a fucking fitting room? Next. I didn't get fired. I ended up staying there for a couple months. Managers fucking suck, because they're not, okay, they're in this mentality where it's like, this is it for me. Like, at least for the ones that, not all managers, honestly though. Like, I had like my other managers when I worked at COS were amazing. Like, they were so great. They were so supportive. They were very nice. They were very positive people for the most part. I mean, I think we had like a couple issues with like one lady, but it was never anything serious. Like, it was always something that was like, okay, fuck, whatever. Like, okay. But Topshop, it was just a lot of hatred, because you knew that bitch was never gonna go anywhere else in life but to the stock room. So she took that shit out on you, and it was just sad. And I would just think, like, bitch, you're miserable. Like, you're so fucking miserable that you're stuck here in retail and you have no other goals outside of this. Like, you have no other life outside of this, so you're mad. And I would be too if I didn't have another outlet or like another way to, you know, get income, or like, you know, other things in my life just going on, period. Because there's nothing wrong with, you know, working in retail for your entire life and working your way up like into the manager, or like, you know, see whatever in the actual corporation, like something in there, that's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Someone's got to do it. Like, it's a job. Like, it's not bad. No one's hating on it at all. Let me just make that very clear. I'm just mad at the fact that there are people who are very bitter in the retail industry and, you know, like to take it out on people who have other things going on in their life. It was always a problem with this person. It was really crazy. It was like, you're really fucking pissed. Get some dick or some pussy. I don't know what you need to stimulate your mind and just to get you out of here, but you need to get the fuck out of here, like, for real. That was one. Dirty ass customers, like working at Topshop. This video is basically gonna be about working at Topshop. Like, no offense to Topshop, you guys are great. Like, it's nothing against the actual clothing line, but it's just a store, Lenox Mall. So, and it's Lenox Mall, so like, of course, but the customers were just fucking disgusting half the time. Like, we had this one time, this customer came in, I was in the fitting room, and you know, like, if a lot of you guys who are watching this probably work retail or have worked retail, you know, you take the clothes, put them in the room, you put them in there, whatever, you're good. Like, I'm gonna check on you, I'm gonna see if you're good, that's it. Checked on her, fine, cool, whatever, run, like, scurries out. Or actually, I don't even think I was in the room. I think I just put the clothes in there, and then I just heard word of mouth that this bitch pissed in the floor. This girl had to pee so bad that she peed in the dressing room on the floor. And mind you, this is a grown person. And I get it, we have emergencies and things happen, but damn, bitch, you couldn't pee in a cup. You couldn't ask your friend for a cup. You couldn't, you know, I know it might be embarrassing, but what's more embarrassing, asking me for a cup to pee in because you can't make it to the bathroom, or asking me if you could even go use the bathroom in the back? Because, you know, every store has a bathroom, regardless if they tell you they do or if they don't. They do, because their workers need somewhere to go. Trust me. Don't believe it. Don't believe the hype, but don't fight it either, because it's not for you unless it's offered. So there, for an emergency like this, hell yeah, I would be like, come to the bathroom, like, so you don't have to pee on the floor like a fucking dog. But they decided to go the more dog route and pee on the floor. I don't know who was picking that up. I don't know who was about to mop that up. I don't know. And I'm pretty sure they had, you know, some kind of janitorial staff you know, that they pay for come in and clean it up, whatnot. It's just like you think of that and you just think of that person and like, you know, where are you today? That's kind of like what I think. Another really crazy thing was like the theft in retail is like crazy. Like you really see like the tactics behind a shoplifter and like, you know, blah, 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 blah. Like, and you know, I made videos where I talked about how I stole like petty things like and got caught because I'm really that shitty of a shoplifter. Like it just wasn't, you know, my forte. It's not my career. I can't do it. I'm not a boomer like these people like to say. Or booster. I'm not a booster. So I just couldn't. I'm not slick enough. Like that's my thing. I'm not a slick person. So, you know, working in retail and having like these codes for like if we think someone is stealing and like, you know, being very careful because we can't accuse somebody of stealing unless we see them putting it into their bag. And even if we see them, it's still like you can't say like, you stole that, take it out of your bag. Like it's like some weird shit. Like it's it's like really weird. So yeah, we had this one time I was working in the fitting room actually. This lady, or it was a lady because it was the women's fitting room, had actually ordered a magnet thing, you know, from Amazon or from eBay, I don't know, but where she could just undo the sensors herself. So I guess she was in such a rush, you know, and doing all this stuff and putting it in her bag that she didn't realize that she left the sensor or the magnet in the jacket, one of our jackets that she had she gave it back to us to put back on the floor. And I was like, damn, this is one heavy ass bomber. Like I know it's a lot of material, but I know this fucking shit doesn't weigh 5 pounds. So I'm just checking the pockets or whatever, and little do we know or behold a fucking magnet. And I was just like, I couldn't do anything but laugh because I'm just like, can you picture this person in a fitting room really like and you fucking gave me the magnet. Like you can't even keep going on your spree that you were going on. Fucking crazy. Y'all are so like weird towards the workers that work there because it's like you guys think that we really care and that we're gonna really protect these clothes like with our entire life. Like you better not steal these clothes or I'm gonna take a bullet for these clothes, like type shit. Like it's not that deep. If you want that fucking shirt that bad, take the fucking shirt because this is a $1 billion corporation. I'm pretty sure that they could get, you know, one of their child laborers to make another one for them. Baby, please relax. Like I'm not about to fight you over your fucking kleptomaniac problems, you know? So it's just so funny. And also another one, when they go into the fitting room, when they try on the clothes and they end up leaving with the shirt on from the store and like giving you back their shirt. It's so funny because half the time you wouldn't even notice. Like you really wouldn't. And I'm just letting you guys know how oblivious certain people in retail like myself are. I'm looking at it as like a fucking clock. It's a clockwork to me. It's like I'm here, I'm doing what I need to do. I'm not about to be paying attention to the smallest detail though of everything going on. It's just not, y'all don't pay me enough for me to actually sit here and like, do we have this in stock? Are you wearing, if it's a fucking white t-shirt, just, I don't know. That's just me. Like, I'm not like, I don't know. That's just how I was. So yeah. The theft in retail is really funny. Like it's really funny because you really see people like, and when you catch them, it's even funnier because they will cuss you out for catching their ass. Like I caught you stealing, and you're mad at me because you can't buy that. I'm sorry. Get the hell out. Like what? You're crazy. You're crazy. I remember this one time, my friend or one of my coworkers, I caught somebody, and they were just like, "Bitch." Fucking bitch, I'm gonna fucking fight you, bitch. And it's just like, oh, why? Because you got caught and you're embarrassed? Yeah, bitch. I would be too. Getting caught fucking red the fuck handed in the middle of the floor with like fucking hundreds of people in there. Hey, another thing though, fraud. So when the scammers, you know, because this is when I was working at Lenox Mall in Atlanta, Georgia, clearly like scammer capital. So when the scammers would come in and they would have like, you know, their prepaid visas, their green dot cards, whatever the fuck, like we all know what it is. We're not fucking dumb. It's like, we know, and you're crazy. But it's funny because they really come in with like these gift cards, and they've like managed to make this gift card look like an actual debit card because they've went and bought some fucking contraption to like press down some numbers onto a gift card. So you think it's a debit card. It says fucking Visa gift card at the top, bitch. Since when does a Visa gift card have somebody's actual name on it? Please, like, think smart. So they would come in and they would literally give you like 5 different Visa gift cards and just tell you to try it. Just swipe it. Just oh no, try this one. Oh no, try that one. And I'm just like, swipe, 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 swipe. Oh, it's like Russian roulette, honestly. It's like they give you all these cards, you just swipe, and you gotta pray that one of them works, I guess. And when they go through, it's just so crazy because they'll have like some random ass name at the bottom, and it'll be like a fucking like 15-year-old girl, or like a fucking like, you just know that their last name is not Humpty Dumpty Free Fighter. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, you're bold. Like, you're so bold. Customers can be very bold. Like, there's a lot of bold people in this world. Another thing, the fucking brakes, okay? The brakes. Sometimes these motherfuckers would really try it with the brakes. Like, you'd work a fucking like 10-hour shift and they want to give your ass a 30-minute break after 5 hours. Bitch, are you fucking playing me? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? When I first started working at Topshop, we were getting automatically, no matter what hour break, no matter what shift you're working, fucking take an hour. And that's fine because it's not like we're getting paid for the hour. And then you get a 15 that is paid for, which is bomb. Sometimes those 15s will turn into 30s because the fucking bitch will be trying it and you want to get back at them real quick. 30 minutes after working 8 hours, or in between working an 8-hour shift, you're fucking playing me. You need to give me an hour. I need to sit down. I need to relax. I need to regroup to go back out on that damn floor and deal with these little shitty booty ass customers, okay? So don't fucking play me with those little baby ass 30 minutes. Like, that would really piss me off because it's like, no matter what, the manager's going on an hour break. Yeah, I'm getting a fucking hour. I'm the fucking queen of the castle, but the fucking coworkers or the little workers, you know, that we're the little bitches, we're not, no, we don't get shit. You get 30 minutes, you fucking dog ass bitch. You get 15 minutes. You better fucking make those 15 minutes stretch, bitch. You know, like, damn, like, I'm a fucking person. Like, I'm a person, bitch, okay? I'm a person. Damn. Oof. Yeah. But you know what? I've met some very cool people through working retail. I've met a lot of cool people. Like, some of the people that I used to work with, I'm still friends with, and we actually still hang out sometimes, especially when I worked at Cost. Like, I will say with retail, it just depends on where you're working and the area that you're in and just the kind of person you are too. Like, my second retail job that I had quit like a year ago before I decided to just like really dive into this influencer pool, because I got some confidence now. Like, I'm pretty confident. I can do this if I'm just good at it in myself. But before I decided to dive into this pool, I had a job at Cost, and I loved Cost. Like, Cost was so much fun. Cost was very clean. It was very minimal. It was very easy. It paid a lot more. The benefits were better. It was just, it felt like the actual, like, I worked an office job almost, you know, but, you know, I would deal with like maybe 20 customers a day, not even. And it was like an older clientele, just a little less fucking extra, because if anybody here watching this is from Atlanta, you know that Atlanta is the mall of, you know that Lenox is the extra ass mall. People go there just to stunt. People go there to act a mess just so they can get some attention. Like, I grew up going to Lenox Mall, you know. I know it. We know it. We know fucking Lenox Mall, okay? When I went over to the shops at Buckhead, it was just more like, okay, like, this is a little bougier. You could tell the type of people that are gonna come in here are just like not about on their bullshit. Like, they're just more serious. So that was cool in itself. Like, I really loved that job, and I liked the staff there. All my coworkers were very like deep and very creative. So I felt like that also pushed me even further into what I'm doing now. In the same sentence, you also run into other issues like while working that kind of job. Like it's just like it's just different issues. It's like racist issues. It's like classist issues. It's it goes back to the fucking customer thinking that they're above you, especially when you work at in a high-end area where like most of the boutiques are like high-end, like Dior or like Bonobos, Alice and Olivia. I don't know all these names. Like it's just, you know, all those like really extra stores. So it's like when you work in those areas, like you're gonna get a certain type of person that comes in and they're gonna treat you a certain type of way because they're just used to treating everyone in their life that way, because they just feel like they're above it, and they just feel like, you know, this is how I can act because I have a certain dollar amount in my bank account. And I didn't really play that shit, honestly. Like, I don't give a fuck how much money you have. You're not about to talk to me as if I'm like that beneath you, because I'm not. Like, you just because you have $1 million business and you're just like, oh, I'm shopping for my trip out to France. Like, I need a little bitch to come in here and carry my clothes and just treat me like a princess. Do you have any champagne, by the way? No, bitch. This is a fucking H&M. Like, cost is a H&M. Like, this is not motherfucking Nordstrom. And I don't even know if they do that at Nordstrom either. But no, I don't have any damn champagne for you. The fuck? This, you know, like, it's stuff like that. But at the same time, I always kept an open mind. Like, I just looked at working retail as it was an experience for me to experience different people without overextending myself, because at the end of the day, this was a job that I had. It was paying my bills. It was extra cushion money, whatever. So it's like I just took it for what it was, and it was just like an experience. Like I really learned how to deal with people working retail, and I will forever be grateful for that, because I don't think I would have learned these skills if I would have just like stayed in this bubble where it's like, oh, I'm too good to get a job. Like I wouldn't know how to communicate with certain people. I wouldn't know how to read certain things. Like, I don't know, it really helped mold me a little bit. Once you clock out, it doesn't matter. I promise you, just breathe it off, fucking breathe it out, just let it go. Fuck, I know it's hard.